Imagine, have you ever wondered if climate change is real or if it's a lie? Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but some people seriously believe it's not real. Politicians say it's fake, YouTube is full of videos, call it a scam, and even think it's just a natural circle of the earth. But here is the thing, people who jump to conclusion, let's look at the fact. Today we are going to answer the big question. Is climate change a lie? We will break it through step by step. Look at the sentence, the myth, the policies, and even what mean for us here in Pakistan. Here is a big question. Is climate change a lie? Sounds simple, right? But if you have been scrolling social media or watching the news, you might have heard people say things like it's a scam or that's a heat wave, just weather, not climate. Since 1980, we have been living on a ticking clock. The world only have 10 years left. 12 years to save the planet. Global extinction is near. We have heard so many times that this just become background noise. So first, why do people even think climate change is a lie? Well, there are few reasons. Conspiracy theories online, social media is full of claims that like scientists are calling it a scam to control us. This video will get millions of views because that sounds shocking. Political calling it, yes, some leaders have literally said climate change is fake. That spread doubt, especially when we heard it from someone in power. Oil and gas industry propaganda. Big companies have historically funded campaigns to make people skeptical because admitting climate change threatens their profit. Confusion between weather and climate. Just because it's cooled in one city today does not mean that the planet isn't heating up over decades. Whether it's like your mood, climate is like your personality. So it's understandable why there is confusion, but here let's clear it up. The climate change story isn't new. Did you know that in 1970 scientists were afraid of global warming? They were afraid of global cooling. They thought the sun get blocked and triggered an ice age. Clearly, that did not happen. Then in 1980s comes the ozone crisis. Headlines screamed that we would be burned alive by UV rays. By 2000, the message have changed again. We are going to dawn. Sea level will rise, poles will melt, entire city will disappear. Nature does not collapse, it heals itself. But no one told us that fear is the easiest weapon. In the 1980s, scientists discovered that chlorofluorocarbon CFCs used in fridges and aerosol sprays were creating a massive holes in ozone layers, especially over Antarctica. That was terrifying because the ozone layer protects us from harmful UV rays. Imagine if there were a huge hole in the sky, the UV rays would hit us directly. Climate change is more than just hot summer. Cool warming versus climate change. Climate warming is rising temperature. Climate change is the bigger picture. Shifting weather patterns, melting ice, rising sea levels, the greenhouse effect in 30 seconds. The earth has a blanket of gases like carbon dioxide that traps heat. Humans are adding more CO2 than ever before, making the blanket thicker, so earth gets hotter. Natural cycle versus human caused warming. Sure, the earth has warmed and cooled naturally over millions of years, but the current speed of change is unprecedented. Scientists agree humans are the main cause. It's simple physics, more greenhouse gas, more heat, end of story. Now let's look at evidence you can see and feel. Hotter years on record. 18 of the 19 hotter years ever recorded have happened since 2001. melting glaciers. Glacier in the Himalayas, Alps and Andes are shaking faster. In Pakistan, glacier in Gilgit-Baltistan and retreating rapidly. Sea level rise. Caustic cities like Karachi would face serious flooding in next few decades. Extreme weather, heat waves, foods, hurricanes, they are getting more frequently and intense. Remember the 2022 floods in Pakistan. That's climate change in action. It's happening and it's visible even in our own backyard. Okay, so if all this is real, why do people still deny it? Politics and money. Leaders who really on oath for fossil fuel industry may downfall climate change. The climate denial industry. Billions of dollars are spent funding campaigns to confuse people. Fear of economic informs. Some people think cutting fossil fuel will destroy jobs without realizing green energy can create even more jobs. Misinformation on social media. One misleading video can spread faster than scientific facts. So it's not ignorance, it's often deliberate confusion. The science is actually pretty clear. NASA and the other international government patrol and climate change all says humans are causing global warming. Thousands of peer-reviewed studies confirmed it. Scientists confirms because experiments are repeated, data is checked, and independent research confirms results. When 99% of scientists agree on something, it's not a coincidence. Some people say the earth have always changed, like ice ages and volcanoes. True, but ice ages happen over tens of thousands of years. Its warming is happening in decades. Volcanoes do erupt CO2, but humans emit 100 times more per year. Solar activities affect climate, but recent warming does not match solar cycle. Bottom line, the speed and scale prove humans are the main cause. Let's debunk some common myths. It's cool today, so global warming is fake. No, weather is local. Climate is global. CO2 is natural, so it's harmless. Yes, CO2 is natural, but humans are adding too much too fast. Climate models are always wrong. Models predict rising temperatures, melting ice, and sea levels rise accurately. Many were even consequent. Some logic beats misinformation. Who gains by denying climate change? Oil and gas companies avoid regulation and continue profit. Industries responsible for pollution. Politicians get support from powerful polluters. Basically, follow the money and you will see why denial exists. And who pays the price? Poor countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, and African nations. Farmers lost crops due to floods and heat. Coastal community facing rising seas. The youth of today and future generations, they inherit the consequences. Here in Pakistan, it's very real. Record heat waves that break all previous records. Glacier melt in Gilgit-Baltistan, threatening rivers and drinking water. In 2022, floods, billion lost, thousands displaced. Air pollution and smoke in cities make life harder every year. This isn't abstract, it's happening to us. If we ignore it, more floods and heat waves, more food shortage, healthy emergencies like heat strokes and waterborne disease, economic collapse and poverty. It's a future we don't want. But if we act, we can change the story. Switch to renewable energy, build energy efficient homes, use better public transport, plant trees and not just for photos, reduce pollution for clear energy. Every small step counts and collectively it's powerful. So is climate change a lie? No, the confusion is real. The science is clear. The consequences are already here and the solutions, they are in our hands. We can choose to act or we can ignore it, but reality does not change because we deny it. So, what you can do? Start by spreading accurate information, support clean energy, and hold leaders accountable to protect our future. Together, we can turn the tides on climate change together. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into issues that matter. Let's keep this conversation going. Stay curious, stay informed, and take care. Thank you. See you in the not next one. This is my last video. Thank you for watching me. It's 100 videos completed on my YouTube and some little subscribers. Thanks. That's a grateful journey, and I love it to share the knowledge and the power. But action is what makes change real. See you not in the next one. Thank you.